Jada is back at it here to give everyone another Dexter New Blood video as we have the finale of Dexter New Blood airing as early for me on Saturday night at 11 p.m. Central Time on the Amazon Prime Showtime channel. And I just want to talk about theories for the episode. But before I do that, I want to talk about something else. And what I'd like to say is a very special thank you to all of you that have been supporting this channel since Dexter New Blood started airing. I wasn't expecting this. I was not expecting as many likes, as many comments, and as many subscribers as I've gotten. And I appreciate all of you. To give you some insight, I do reviews of The Walking Dead when the new episodes of The Walking Dead start. And while those do better than my normal reviews on the channel, the Dexter New Blood stuff has far surpassed any review of The Walking Dead. So again, thank you to all of you that have supported the channel during this Dexter New Blood revival. I will respond to any and all comments regarding Dexter New Blood. And if for some reason a certain length of time has gone by and you see that I'm responding to other comments but I haven't responded to yours, that happens here and there. And the reason why is I don't get a notification of it. I get overloaded with comments, and somehow, some way, a few of them slip through the cracks. So if that happens to be the case and I haven't responded to a comment and you see that obviously I'm responding to comments that were posted after yours, because I might be sleeping if I haven't yet, then just write the comment again. Me missing the same comment twice would be very, very unlikely. So just know that. And this won't be the end of the Dexter New Blood stuff. I'm going to obviously do a seasons ranked of Dexter. Probably on Monday after the finale. I will do a antagonist ranking, which some of those antagonists kind of turn into protagonists on Dexter. That will come. And I'll do a character ranking on Dexter. I don't know how many characters I'll do. I'll have to think about that one. That might not come right away, but that's definitely what's coming. So those will be some Dexter New Blood stuff coming. Maybe we'll get a second season. I honestly don't know. And then if that happens to be the end of Dexter, what I'll do, since people have asked for this, and this is something I definitely can do, I'll start doing reviews of You on Netflix, because I have watched all of You. And while that's nowhere near Dexter in my opinion, Joel Goldberg is somewhat entertaining, and I wouldn't mind doing reviews of You. So you can expect those probably a week after Dexter New Blood, in addition to my Cobra Kai, Big Bang Theory, UFC, Walking Dead stuff. And I'll throw other videos in there. I'm working on my top 25 favorite TV shows of all time. That should come soon. But again, thank you to all of you for supporting the channel during this Dexter New Blood run. I appreciate you all. Definitely appreciate all of you. So obviously the Dexter New Blood finale is almost upon us. In this video, what I'm going to be doing is talking about some theories that have been written in the comments section and my thoughts on those theories, as well as what I want to happen in the Dexter New Blood finale and what I think will happen in the Dexter New Blood finale. Of course, we don't know if this is going to be a series finale or if it's going to be a season finale. They just keep saying finale. So we're left to think. And of course, you should be aware that there could be spoilers. I don't know if I'm right, but if I am right, you've been warned. I will say this. So the page on IMDb about this episode has been updated with a few more names added to the cast list. I was already going to talk about those names before that was done. And keep in mind, anybody can update IMDb if they have an account. I could go on there right now and add Julie Benz and Jimmy Smits to the episode as Miguel Prado and Rita Morgan. So keep that in mind. Might be spoilers. I don't know anything 100% confirmed. It's just a guess at this point. So let's talk about a few things that have been written in the comments section repeatedly, and I just want to address them. So the general consensus is that Ed Olson, the billionaire guy that's been hardly featured, the last time we saw him, I believe, is when Audrey was having the problems with her car and he pulled up behind her. He is supposed to apparently be a cannibal with Kurt Caldwell, and they were working together. I mean, We haven't seen him in like 4 episodes or 5 episodes, so if that's the case, they're going to do a lot of stuff in one episode. I guess it's possible, but I just don't see it happening. I mean, there's been little hints to something like that, but that just could be people overthinking things. So I don't know about that. It's been talked about a lot, though, that's for sure. There's also a lot of speculation about Sergeant Logan. What's his deal? For one, what is his name? We know Logan. We don't know if that's his first name or his last name. And how come his full name hasn't been revealed to us? At least not to my knowledge. Everybody else except one of the wrestler kids, to my knowledge, has their full name in the Wikipedia stuff and IMDb. But we just have Sergeant Logan. And I find that a little suspicious. Now, there's lots of rumors that he's actually an accomplice of Kurt Caldwell, which I could see happening because it sounds like him and Kurt have been a team, so to speak, for a while. You know, that's possible, and Kurt or Logan might be the one luring these women to Kurt Caldwell. Possibly. I don't know if that's the case, but it's possible. And then my friend Alex has another theory on Sergeant Logan. Just based off of one scene, he says that Logan is a relative, most likely a son, of Sergeant James Dokes. I think that's something that's a little far-fetched, especially this late in the season. Now, if they would have been leading up to this moment and giving us a possibility here, possibility there, I think it's a lot to reveal in one episode, but he's 100% sure that Logan is related to Dokes, most likely a long-lost son. But if that's the case, it's pretty ironic that Dexter just happens to go to this town in Iron Lake and, you know, is around this person that's related to Sergeant Dokes from the original Dexter run. So, again, I don't think that's going to happen. It could. It'd be awesome. I'd love a descendant of Dokes. I mean, he's Sergeant Logan. Sergeant Dokes, I guess that's a similarity, but it kind of ends there. But that would be something if that actually happens. And here's kind of a twist that I think has a small likelihood of happening, but we would have our mind blown, essentially. So, you know, in the first episode of this season, Cold Snap, when, are you Dexter Morgan? It's me, Harrison. I was always skeptical, at least at the beginning, that was actually really Harrison, because we don't really have any proof that that's really Harrison. Just going off of what he says. And my twist is that is not really Harrison, Dexter's son. That's actually Brian Moser, the ice truck killer, a.k.a. Dexter's brother, his son. And whatever his name is out for revenge because he knows that Dexter killed his father. It's pretty far out there, but if you look at the actors, you know, the person that plays Harrison and the person that plays Brian Moser, they look somewhat similar, where Dexter and Harrison, yeah, they don't really look the same. And obviously Harrison from Dexter New Blood and Harrison from Dexter Season 8, they don't look at all similar. I mean, at least give him blonde hair. So that's something that I think is a small possibility to happen. It would be very interesting if it did, that's for sure. Let's talk about a twist that I want to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think the percentage chance of happening is higher than Harrison actually being Brian Moser's son. So obviously I'm not going to talk about the whole episode, but the main twist would be Dexter and Harrison are in some sort of situation, and then out of nowhere, Hannah McKay shows up, and it's actually been a plan of Hannah McKay's from the start when she found out Dexter was actually alive and that he didn't let her know right away. Now, we don't know if Dexter actually faked his death. I think he actually intended to die, but didn't, and then just decided, I want to get the hell away from here. Too much bad shit's happened. But Hannah could be very pissed off about that, and she wants revenge. Now, I don't know if Hannah kills Dexter. That would be crazy. People already hate Hannah. Not me, but that would be something if Hannah actually is the one to kill Dexter. And I don't think that would happen, but it could. And them just killing Hannah off in the second episode of the season in Storm of Fuck, where Harrison's like, Hannah had cancer. I just find that too, like, for that character to just be killed off screen, to me, it doesn't make sense. To me, personally, Hannah's very cunning as a character and very smart, and I just don't see her. I mean, obviously, cancer can kill people. That's if she got cancer, she got cancer, but I don't know. I think they should have had some sort of like scene showing her sick or something like that, or Harrison having a flashback to when she was really sick or when she was on her deathbed or something like that. Unless Yvonne Strahovski just didn't want to come back at all, which I don't know if is the case. I think she was asked and she said I wasn't asked to come back, so she could be lying, obviously, but that would be what I'd want to happen because I really want Hannah back on the show. Now let's talk about something that the writer Clyde Phillips has said. So Clyde Phillips said that there's going to be a returning character for the finale of Dexter New Blood to build hype for the episode, of course. It's going to be a character that played a prominent role on Dexter and a character that's still around, that's not dead, that's not a hallucination or a dream sequence. So there's only a few characters this could really be. I'll kind of let you know my thoughts on each of them. I may be forgetting someone, but if I am, well, that happens. Some people actually have said Jonah Mitchell, the Trinity Killer's son, Arthur Mitchell. I don't see why he would come back, because nobody would really care if he came back, unless he killed Dexter at the end or something like that. So I don't think Jonah Mitchell will be there. Anton, who was obviously Quinn's CI, starting in season 3, and then ended up getting in a relationship with Deb. I don't see a point for Anton to come back. It'd be cool to see him, because his character just kind of left, but he had other shows that he was doing, but I don't think Anton would come back. Lumen. I think it's possible that Lumen could come back if Dexter ends up in jail or prison, and like at the end of the episode, they're like, Morgan, you have a visitor. And then he goes out and it's Lumen waiting to talk to him. That would be kind of interesting. I would like that, but he's in jail or prison, so I wouldn't like that. But I don't think Lumen's going to come back. Aster and Cody, I don't think it's going to be Aster or Cody. I wouldn't mind Aster to come back, but I highly doubt it. I don't remember his name, but Miguel Prado's relative, I think older brother, no, there would be no point to have Prado's older brother come back. Masuka, he would be one of the likely candidates, but I don't see a reason why he would just randomly come back. No, obviously I'm going to get into a scenario. We already know that at least that David Zayas Batista is in the cast list. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to be back, but if I assume he's going to come to Iron Lake, and he may be accompanied by Masuka, but I don't see why Masuka would accompany him unless he's just freaked out that they know that Dexter Morgan is potentially still alive. So, unfortunately, I don't see it being Masuka. We have Jamie Batista. Jamie was like Harrison's mom. She watched Harrison like through all of his younger years because Dexter was always out and about. And, of course, Rita was no longer around. I don't think Jamie's going to be back. The actress just said something about not being asked to return. She'd love if she was asked, but I don't think she's going to be back. My two most likely candidates, and I'll start with this one, the former captain, Tom Matthews. I think that Matthews knew Dexter was the Bay Harbor Butcher. I just have a theory that he knew all along that Dexter was behind all this, and that's why he wasn't trying to let LaGuerta get too far. He was trying to shut every theory that LaGuerta had about Dokes down. So it's possible that Matthews could come back. I would like that, because I actually, even though he was kind of a slime ball, like he played his role good. So it would be cool if Matthews came back, but I don't think he's the most likely candidate. I would put him second place, but I do think the person that will come with Angel Batista to Iron Lake will be Sergeant Joseph Quinn. Yes, I think Quinn is a sergeant now with Miami Metro, and I think he will be the one that will accompany Angel back to Iron Lake. Now, it would be awesome if it was Angel, Quinn, or Batista, Quinn, and Masuka That would be awesome if all three of those characters came back and got closure, assuming this is the end. That would be cool, but I do think that Quinn will show up in this episode. He already did a podcast early on when the series first started, or right before it started, so I think he might be in it. I could be wrong, though, but I mean, who would you say out of all those characters would be the most likely to return? I think it's Quinn, maybe Matthews, possibly Masuka or Matthews. We will have to see whom it is. So what I think is going to happen in the Dexter New Blood finale, I do believe that Batista and Quinn are going to come to Iron Lake, and Angela, if she's still alive, is going to turn over custody of Dexter to Captain Batista and Sergeant Quinn, and they're going to take Dexter back to Miami, and they're going to be surrounded by a lot of cavalry, maybe, and somehow, some way, on their way there, Batista has a conversation with Dexter and then tells him that I kind of knew from the moment that you killed Daniel Vogel, a.k.a. Oliver Saxon, in Season 8 of Dexter at the station. I figured it out then, but I didn't really want to believe it because of what this person did to Deborah Morgan. And he may ask Dexter questions about certain people like Maria LaGuerta. What happened to LaGuerta? He can tell her, Deb killed LaGuerta. That's not what I was going to do, but who knows? But there's a chance that Angel or Batista could just let Dexter go. Like, you know, what you're doing is actually, it's bad, but it's good. And somehow he lets Dexter escape somehow, some way. Now, I'm not sure what Harrison is doing at this time. He may be dead. He may be alive. I don't know, but it's the theory I have. Or Quinn and Batista come to Iron Lake. Dexter gets in a fight with both of them or one of them. Dexter looks kind of puffy, like he looks like he's been in a fight in some of the scenes in the trailer. And most likely Batista actually ends up killing Dexter. And that would be a better ending, because if anybody else kills Dexter, you're going to be a little pissed about it. Batista killing Dexter, if Dexter truly becomes evil, the monster that he can be, then people won't be as upset. But I don't know if those endings necessarily break the internet. But that's just what I thought. Obviously, leave all your thoughts in the comments section. How the show is going to end. Who's the returning character that played a prominent role is going to be. And what do you think about Dexter New Blood? And again, I appreciate you all for supporting the channel during this run of Dexter New Blood. If you're a fan of Dexter New Blood, which most of you are already, and if you haven't yet, smash that like button. Share this video with anybody that you know that likes Dexter New Blood. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section. It's very important to hear what you have to say. And if you haven't done so already, please hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and of course, be a part of something special. And JDev will return.